Okay, so fortunately with this recipe you don't really need that many ingredients, but you're going to need half a cup of butter or 1 stick. You're going to need a half cup of brown sugar packed. You're going to need a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 cups chocolate chips, 2.5 cups of confectioner's sugar or powdered sugar, however you like to call it, and then 2 cups of peanut butter. So the first step is you need to put your butter, your brown sugar, your vanilla extract, and your peanut butter all in a large bowl. The next step is then to put it in the microwave for 1 to 2 minutes. It really depends on what type of microwave you have, the length. All you're wanting to do is you're going to want to melt everything down so you can mix it together easily. So you want to put it in the microwave and melt it for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 1 minute and 15 seconds. I'm just going to check on it, see how it looks. Okay, so we're going to need to put it back in for a little bit longer. You're going to want most of your butter completely melted. That's going to help it mix together better. So back into the microwave for about 30 more seconds, and then when we pull it out, it should be ready. Okay, so after about 30 more seconds, you can see that about 90% of the butter has melted. And what you're going to want to do, once it's all melted, the peanut butter too, you're just going to need to stir that together and get it mixed in nice and incorporated. Everything mixed together evenly. After you get the peanut butter, and brown sugar mixture mixed up evenly, you're going to need to pour in your confectioner's sugar. And it's okay if you pour it all in at once, because it's liquidy enough that it'll be able to all mix in. So after mixing in your 2.5 cups of confectioner's sugar, it should look like this. It should be really thick and kind of hard to stir towards the end. That's the exact consistency you want. Your next step is to take your 2 cups of chocolate chips, either milk chocolate, semi-sweet, or even dark chocolate if you want, and you put it in the microwave on 30-second intervals to melt the chocolate chips. Make sure you're checking them about every 15 seconds because you don't want them to burn, because burnt chocolate is probably the nastiest thing you'll ever taste. While you're waiting for your chocolate chips to melt, you're going to need to go ahead and grab a 9 by 13 pan, and you're going to need to take this filling and put it in the pan and kind of smush it down on the bottom half of the pan. That way you have room for the chocolate you're about to pour over top of it. After you scoop it all into the pan, you should smush it down so it looks something about like this. Another thing to note is while you are melting your chocolate chips, every 15 seconds, make sure you take them out and give them a nice little stir around the bowl. You'll know your chocolate chips are melted when you don't see any individual chocolate chips anymore. It's more of just a liquidy chocolate mixture. And after that happens, you'll need to pour it onto the peanut butter mixture. Make sure as you're pouring it, you try to get decently large globs in the middle and then all the corners. This will help you when it comes to spreading. Make sure you try to get all the chocolate that you can so we can make sure that the peanut butter mixture is covered 100%. Okay, so once you get the chocolate poured on there, all you have to do is spread it. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because when it gets cold and hardens again, it'll kind of expand a little bit and cover everything. You're just trying to make sure you cover the peanut butter as best as you can. Okay, so after spreading the chocolate over the peanut butter as best as possible, you're going to need to put it in the fridge to chill for up to an hour. Okay, so after letting it sit for about an hour, the chocolate should harden up and you're good to go. I already stole me a piece because it's so addicting. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.